The woman spoke. "What do you have to say about the fact they are rich and poor?" The tender responded, "All within a given tribe should be of the same wealth, the wealth of the tribe. And that tribe may be expected to protect the ways that keep it alive while maintaining access to provisions in the environment. Within nature, each tribe directly and indirectly competed with other tribes. They competed with tribes they came across that were inconsistent and which sought the same resources. And they competed indirectly in the sense of their ability over generations to secure the strength and longevity of their line. It is the way of nature that where an organism is more effective at collecting the resources it requires, it will grow stronger. And as humans generated the capacity for reflection, the role of that effectiveness was magnified. The ability for self-reflection allowed effective survivors to establish systems whereby surpluses could be kept within their control and power could be passed to their offspring regardless of the quality. The notion of the self increased in prominence, was inflated with reflection, and so, even amongst tribes, some became rich and others poor. In the ideal tribe, the king must be the ultimate arbiter of the kingdom's surpluses, but he owns them no more than any other. But in the world's kingdoms, the power was held by those that most effectively garnered wealth and then held on to the power that the wealth afforded them. The old tribes fell with the 2 world wars, and their offspring took the released power. But in each, nothing changed. Those who sought power the best did so by establishing themselves economically. The rich have a seat at the table. The rich became the provisioning environment, and from their table, crumbs sometimes are allowed to fall for those beneath, those scrabbling to serve, to covet. People fall in line behind those that feed them. It is a structure of ordering. The one who can collect resources is the alpha of the pack. Once his role was to lead the hunt, to be the most cunning and the bravest and the strongest in the taking of the prey. Now it is no different, but the alpha is a businessman and the provisioning environment is the financial market. All stems from the power gained in financial markets. But money stands as a representation of attributed value. It is a transactional device. Individuals trade their surplus for money in order to garner what they perceive themselves to need. So by the passage of money, the priorities of market participants may be discerned. Both individuals and societies demonstrate what they value through spending their money. No longer can an individual step outside the door of the shelter he built to hunt and collect his own food. Animals are increasingly scarce. Now the provisioning environment is siphoned through a system of human creation, owned by man and by institutions of man, who collect at each stage of the logistical process, from farm to processor, to distributor to market. Man must acquire his food and his shelter with money. To get money he must contribute, and the market dictates the rates. The market decides the value of what he offers. The market represents the collective value decisions of those taking part. The market reflects the society's will, the society's recognition of importance. Teachers earn practically nothing. Celebrities and actors and pop musicians and sports players are highly valued, more valued even than doctors and lawyers, who are relatively highly valued. Those that work in environmental conservation earn practically nothing. Police officers earn practically nothing. Large manufacturers and distributors of cheaply made products, and those who provide the fossil fuel energy to make and deliver and run those products are highly valued. Those who manage and siphon money from the system are most valued. The society allows vast quantities of surplus resources to flow into their control. So, to the extent money and its spending power incentivize excellence, they should be tied to and reliant upon the objective importance of the item itself, and not measured according to the subjective importance of the corrupted society. This alone establishes the fault in the current liberal system of distribution. In the semi-ideal state, resources should be allotted to training warriors, to the making of weapons, to the establishment of a fortress of protected land, to discerning the correct use of the land such that the land will thrive and never be exhausted, to the husbanding of the land, and to the raising of infants. In summary, on protection, on the growing of food and husbanding of the forest, and on the inspired, stern education of the young.